Listen!
Hola amigos. So on today's video or project, I would say, is I'm gonna try to attempt to create a toy, and this will be my first time ever attempting to do a toy. I'm gonna document the whole process from beginning to end, and hopefully you guys would like to see the whole thing. Of course, there's gonna be some problems, there's gonna be some mistakes along the way, and I'm gonna record that too. But I think that's gonna be a fun thing, to watch. So chill and relax, get your popcorn ready, your drink, soda, whatever. You're probably gonna see this while you're eating. I don't know, maybe, maybe not. I do that, not judging here, but before anything else, please like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. Other than that, please enjoy the video. Okay, so like I said before, I think the sketching part is the most important part, because if I don't do this right, it's not gonna work out in the, at the end of the, when I start printing the goddamn thing. So, but I also think I have to think about the, I don't know, like the complexity I want to make this 3D object. I don't want to make it too complicated. I think doing it simple is the best way, especially for my first time creating the toy. So here you go. This is my final draft. And yes, it's not that bougie or that awesome, I guess, but it's simple. It still makes me feel excited to 3D print this. The only worry I think is the guitar. I don't know if it's gonna sag or bend or fail on me, but we'll find out, I guess. Okay, so now I'm gonna transform this sketching to a 3D model. And I think I'm gonna use Blender today. So let me start our Blender and start modeling. So it's been a long time that I use Blender again, and I'm trying to figure out how am I supposed to start modeling this object. So based on a little bit of research through YouTube and forums, it seems like I have to start out doing big shapes and forget about the details until later on. So after figuring out the proportion of the object and adjusting a few minor things here and there, the one thing I did that is really important was do multiple savings after every single big changes I done to the model. So my advice is, whatever you're gonna do something big or change something major on your object on Blender, do a save, a lot of savings, so you can rewind back just in case if anything breaks on Blender. So after hours and hours and hours working on my Blender skill, working on my model, and get comfortable enough to say stop, this is good enough, I don't have to do more, I don't want to add more hours into this because I know I'm not a good Blender user. There are things I could do better, but one have to ask themselves where to stop. So after many grueling hours, here's the final version, the most polished I can do with this model. Overall, I think everything went well. My only concern is the shrink on the back of the guitar. I'm hoping that will print out good, but who knows, we'll see. So let me save this as a STL and move on doing the 3D printing part. Here we go. So here is the resin 3D printer. And yes, I know this is a few years back old model of the, what is it again? A Lego, right? Elego. I'm gonna call it Elego. I don't know. I'm not sure how you pronounce the name, but it is basically like a few years back old model of this. But I bought this on a, what was it, like a Black Friday, Amazon, whatever, and I thought I was gonna make this video sooner. I didn't really think that was gonna be take this long, but life happens. But regardless, let me unbox this. So here we go. This is the 3D printing machine. Um, it is a little bit too big, actually. Didn't think it's gonna be this big, but whatever. This is the Saturn Allegro 2, I guess. So when I did a little bit of research before I got this. And the one thing I did look into is the chemical reaction or the resin that the is I guess is really toxic to inhale. And good thing I researched in advance, and I looked into this particular model, and I was hoping to 3D print something and get that film out. And good thing I did, because in this one you can see here, hopefully, there's like a little vent here cut out. This is my plan: putting this whole machine in my garage and 3D print and get a tube, and hopefully have a fan pushing, everything out outside, so I wouldn't be inhaling anything, or reduce the toxic that is particle, whatever, that is going through the air, and I don't want to inhale that. But I was gonna do this, and hopefully it works out good, but I don't know. But yeah, that is my plan right now. I'm gonna put this outside right now. So other than that, let me. I always wanted to do this, so let's go to the other scene with a little bit of video editing. Here you go. Okay. I know I was going to transfer to the garage and put this machine all together, but do want to show you the 3D part that I just mentioned earlier, and hopefully if I put this together, I already got this printed out. This I know this is big, but the reason why this is so big, look, this is another, I think, to put it on the thing, but the reason why this is big, because I got a fan, see, big enough to put in here to get the film out. And here is some coupler, whatever. So here's the pipe that I'm gonna stretch out all the way from here, all the way to a window. So yep, and some super glue and some magnets. I don't know where's my magnet, but I'm gonna put some magnets into this hole. So into this hole. But yeah, hopefully it'll turns out all right. Now let's go to the actual garage. And here we are in the garage. So I think what I'm gonna do first is test this out before I do my own printing. Note that I also want to appreciate whoever made this. I didn't 3D print this because I didn't do the blueprints and everything, but as you can see, it has magnet and everything all set up. It just connects like this, and bam, just like that. The air goes through all the way to the outside. So yeah, this is it. I'm gonna test this out first. So let's print whatever's on the USB drive that they came with. And it seems like some kind of chess piece. But here is the resin. And it's gonna be water washable because I didn't want to do more curing and all that other stuff that I had to do, but hopefully this is faster and probably safer, hopefully. So let me put this on. Okay, I think it's pretty much ready. I just have to, I guess, click this and start printing. There we go. And I guess I'll come back in a while until this finish. So 1%. I guess I'll wait till it's finished. Okay, so the thing is already printed out. As you can see, Uh, there's this two of those things. I forgot what they call on the chest set, but whatever. Now I'll have to look at it, wash it, and see how it looks like after it dries. So let me do that real quick. Here it is. It's all printed out, even though this should have been printed out a few hours ago. But I let it dry. I washed all the resin that was still on it, and look at it, nice and detailed. So this one was a success. Oh, thank God everything worked out. Now let's actually, print the actual toy figure. Now that I printed this out, I do see some rough edges over here and some places, as you can see. Okay, now I'm just gonna sand this down with this sandpaper right here, and hopefully I'll get this prepped up for the coloring phase.
can see you. I can see you. I can see you with my closed eyes. I can see you. I can see you. I can see you with my closed eyes. I can see you. I can see you. I can see you with my closed eyes. I can see you. I can see you. I can see you with my closed eyes. Because your eyes.
Now I'm just gonna fill in this gap with some wood filler and fill in other places that it needs to be filled before I start painting it all in black as the first base color. Okay, now get to the painting part. So about this, I'm gonna paint it with this and hopefully it comes out all right. Let's try it out, shall we? So here we go. This is a painted skull with the painted guitar, all white. Now I'm gonna paint the rest of it, or I guess I'm gonna paint the outfit now, all nice and brown, and then the scarf red. I did decide to grab my old paintings because this is not working as good as I want it to be, but whatever. I'll mix it in with the other painting that I have in my shelf. But other than that, let's continue with the painting. And here it is, folks, a finished little figure. I did have a little oopsie. I did drop this, but I fixed it with a little bit of crazy glue. But regardless, I'm happy how it ended up. I love the whole process. I wish I could do a different method of painting, but that's another time. I'm for sure gonna make another figure, hopefully in the future, and hopefully this time I could make a box so I could wrap this up inside there, but not today. I couldn't do it today because it was taking too long to make this. But regardless, I love this how it is now. I also hope you guys like the whole video, the whole process. Hopefully I made someone be curious and make their own toy too, because this is my first time doing this. I appreciate everyone who made it to the whole video. Subscribe, give a like, give me a comment about this figure. Hopefully I'll make something better next time. But for now, I'll move on to the next big thing, next project. But until then, have a nice day. Adios.